All right. Another one of these where it's actually not going to be a coding session. So what we're looking at today is some more OBS. All right, right now I'm actually recording this with OBS by just using this option, the recording, stop and start recording option. But before talking about recording or streaming, let's look at settings real quick. You have stream options. When you click on the start streaming, this is the option where it's going to send whatever it is you are actually doing. There's multiple options. You can use Restream.io, Facebook Live, Twitter, Periscope, blah, 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 a whole bunch of different junk, right? The main thing I'm usually going for is Twitch and YouTube, so I use Restream.io. Restream.io, you can go log into their page. They'll give you a key, which you can see here is, blotted out, and they basically duplex the feed out to YouTube streaming and Twitch TV streaming for me. So that comes in super handy. Most of the other options OBS will set up by default for you when you set up OBS through the initial installation, okay? One thing to note though is, so here's streaming, here's recording just below that. In this recording path, it's gonna put any videos that you just click on record. Like right now, this video I'm creating is being streamed into this file. That's one reason why it doesn't look like it's a completed file, or it looks like a partial file, and that's because it's being streamed to. And you can even actually go in here, if you're using the right format, like FLV, and now I'm watching the beginning of my stream, and you'll see that it shows defect here because, simply put, the stream's not over. It's being streamed right now with streaming content of its stream. Very meta, right? But it's important to know that you're getting a file when you click on recording on your local drive, and this is the path that's where it's gonna put it. Okay. Then audio, we can go into that some other time. Video is pretty important, but as you can see, whenever it's active, you can't go in here and change stuff. I stream at 1920 by 1080, which is 1080p. Generally, that's pretty good for most people these days that have a decent connection, which is anything that's, well, DSL or cable or better. 10 megabyte per second, something like that, is generally the baseline that I would look for. Those are the main things. Oh, also the theme, so you can do stuff. Oh, that's pretty neat. I just went with dark. Actually, I'm gonna go with this one because it's just crazy. So we just changed themes. All right. So we're still recording, and then if I click streaming or start streaming, that will go to the source points, which I'll do real quick, just for a few seconds. So start streaming. So now if I go out to Twitch or wherever, you'll actually see this streaming. So let's pull up Twitch real quick. All right, now if I go over and I look at my dashboard, yep, there you go. See, there I am, streaming away. And eventually, when the video is done, it'll show here in this set of videos. Same thing over on YouTube. Of course, YouTube will have a completely different UI. So I'm going to stop streaming now. So that's really it for the streaming from the OBS perspective. Once you start, you're streaming. Once you stop, you're done. It's kind of very Boolean in that sense. And in the other video, I talked about what's shown over here versus over here. This is studio mode, by the way. If I uncheck it, it always does dumb stuff, but it starts by just showing you one screen, so you have to click on studio mode. Anyway, all that being what it is, let's open Twitch back up. So in a few seconds, maybe even now, the video will show up here. And the main three things that you'll want to get familiar with are channel. In the channel, it shows your big stream and what's actually going on, like what people see when they come to your stream when they say see /Adrian Hall. Basically, you're looking at what they're looking at. The difference is you have edit panels and you have your general editor controls. And this is Jeffrey T. Fritz or C# Fritz on Twitter and Twitch. He does a lot of coding around C#. He's gotten a pretty good base of followers so far. Also, I have like some plugins added, Twitter plugin just to show what I've been tweeting lately, and also the schedule, which shows my next Twitch session. And this, I'm eventually going to fill this out. I'll have more HTML in it and all that kind of jazz that points to various key pieces. So here you can go to videos, shows the videos, pretty self-descriptive. Then you got your followers and following. And then also, what I like to do is I like to make events. So the thing is, though, you don't edit them here. You just look at them. You need to go over to dashboard, and then over here is where you can edit extensions. You see your achievements. Oh, look, I have some party thing. And then here you can edit your events. And the way this is organized is you have series, and then inside the series you have actual events. So like I just have thrashing code sessions because that's basically what I'm doing. And I have this singular event that's next up. Mainly just because I haven't scheduled anything else besides this. You go in, boom, you can add a base image, etc. Description, pretty straightforward. Also, always pick, like especially for what we're doing a lot of the time, just programming. Just pick programming or whatever largest category you can find, because that's pretty pertinent for people finding your stream. And what I've done with these images, by the way, is just use GIMP to like put the Go logo or C# logo or whatever on my thrashing code logo. So that's what I did there. Then in the streaming tools is links to, well, OBS and the other stuff that you can use depending on if you have Windows, Linux, or whatever you're using. And then in Video Producer, this is where you can actually tweak the actual videos. Like you can see 2 of mine are about to expire. And that's where I've started using YouTube to actually post archival videos. So if I go into my channel, here's all the videos. Here's all the videos actually. And then I broke them out to playlists where I have my Twitch streams, my just regular episodes like the one I made where I talk about all my gear, and then my Go coding ones and my C# ones, which have some redundancy because the Twitch streams are basically all of them, and they're split between Caligari, which is the Go project, and then Interoperability Black Box, which is my C# project. And then you can have channels too. I haven't set that up. Discussions going on over here. Of course, nobody's really talking to me. I have like 4 followers on my actual YouTube stream right now. But you get the idea. You can upload videos or you can go live. You do have to get to a certain point with your YouTube before they give you the go live option though. So I think with Restream you can go in and you can set it up so it'll do like a push to YouTube, and then they'll automatically set it up so you can go in and push one button and then boom, you're up and going. So that's it for this stream, and basically we covered the recording and streaming via OBS into the stream in this video. So I hope that was helpful in some way. On that note, I'm going to get ready for some meetings. So cheers. See you next Twitch stream.